G'day folks, welcome back to another Motor Mouth vlog where I get to talk about all things moto, my bikes and whatever else seems to be floating through my head. You'll probably see the Director of Operations floating around here making sure I stay on track, so she's never too far from my side. So getting this thing on the road. Last episode you would have heard me talk about the DR650, and I briefly mentioned that I would give you an update on the Postie Bike. So Postie Bike, as you guys know, I bought that and started going through it, got it running, did a fair bit of work to the electrics, and in the background with all that I ordered a heap of parts to rebuild the forks because they're 30 years old, so I thought I'd go through them front to back, top to bottom, and rebuild them. So I was waiting for those parts to come. I placed an order with a Honda dealer and paid for the parts up front. And they rang me and told me that there would be a 2-month delay due to the current nature of events in the world. There was no air freight available ex-Japan for those parts. So fast forward about 5-6 weeks, I get an email saying that that my order has been fulfilled and that the parts would be on their way. So another week or so went by and some parts turned up. So I got the fork gaiters, I got some fork seals, I got some bolts and nuts and washers, and I didn't get the control pistons, the fork sliders, the springs, there's like plastic guides, so the spring guides, none of that stuff turned up, and I expected that that was part of the 2-month wait for the stuff to turn up. So I'm like, oh well, they've ordered the parts for me, they'll turn up in a couple of months. I've ordered stuff off this mob before and they were not really slow, but the stuff that was ex-stock turned up straight away, but the ex-Japan stuff was quite slow back in January, pre-lockdown times. So I thought, well, maybe the parts are just going to be slow. I sent them an email and rang them, and they said, oh no, parts have all been dispatched. So I'm like, oh well, I'll wait another couple of weeks just in case they're still in the post, ex-Japan, direct from Honda to my house in Queensland, Australia. Still didn't turn up, so I got back on the blower, got onto them again, and they assured me that no, the order's been fulfilled, which it clearly hasn't because I haven't got the parts. So it's now end of September, so I ordered the parts in March, April, May, June, and I thought, oh well, wait a bit more time. So obviously I'm going to have to reorder these parts. So that's where that Postie Bike's at, and obviously with the purchase of the DR, and I've got a heap of other stuff going on, I've started a new job. The Postie's taking a little bit of a back burner, but rest assured it definitely isn't getting put out to pasture. It will definitely get the front forks rebuilt and get put back on the road. So it currently sits, the front wheel has been replaced with another one to get the speedo working. So the front, what they call the brake panel, is different. They changed in I think in 1989 from the old style to a newer style, so it's got the newer style one on it now from 1989 through to about think 98 might have even been, or it might have been another change there in the middle. So it's got the latest Hole 1 on it, so hence I'll have to change all the stuff over from the other wheel onto that. Headlight we've got working with the LED lamps. Still waiting on a couple of the indicator lights, so for the high beam and the neutral switch and stuff like that. Engine wise, we haven't opened the engine up yet, but it runs, and the rear wheel and everything all looks to be in good order. I've still got to do all the wheel bearings for it, which you'll see in another video once I get back into the Postie Bike series, and then there will be some adventure mods. So we're going to set her up with panniers and rear rack and a long range fuel tank, and we're going to take her out and do some camping off of that. One. The other bikes, CB750, I'm sure you guys, if you haven't seen it yet, are about to see a update where we get some more work done on that. I'm going to drag it out, and I've ordered a few parts here and there, so it's very much a long-term project. It may take forever. It's not sure exactly how long, possibly years, to just collect the parts as they become available. Very much CB750s are a collector's item, so very sought after. In the parts world, the parts are not that easy to get. The good thing about them is, because they are sought after, there's plenty of people seem to be pulling them apart, splitting them up, which is a shame, but helps me get mine back on the road. CB250, the little custom cafe racer, is getting to the point now where I'm going to permanently mount the fuel tank and the rear seat panel, and then mount the indicators, rear tail light and such to that, and then there we will give him a coat of paint, so it'll get custom painted in a sort of a cafe style, and the motor pulled down, and so there'll be a full update series on that as we go along. What other bikes haven't I covered? That's it. So at this stage, so Postie Bike will be the next cab off the rank. You will see, like I said, some pretty ad hoc updates on the other two as I get motivated, and you'll also see some other stuff coming through with the mowers. I've got a couple more Will It Go mower starts to do, and so hopefully you're enjoying them. If you want to give me any feedback, advice, stuff that you want to see me start up or go and find and start up, drop me a line on Twitter. So everything is now in the title of Speecho Skunkworks. So Speecho Skunkworks on Twitter, Speecho Skunkworks on Facebook, or YouTube, Speecho Skunkworks, and drop me a line. Always welcome new visitors to my sites, and if you like the page, don't forget, drop me a subscribe, or drop me a like, subscribe to the page, and hit the notification bell, and you will get all the updates as they come through. Alright folks, so as you can see, I'm back in the car. I'll do this finish of this while I'm driving along again. I seem to have the worst luck with these GoPros.
obviously that one went flat halfway through the thing I was talking about. I've given him my charge up. I've ordered new batteries for these things, but this GoPro is not even 12 months old, and I can't even get half an hour of video out of it, so I don't know what the story with it is. Maybe I've got it set to good a quality. I might have to turn it down a bit. I'll have a look at the settings when I get back home again. But so what I was talking about before in this vlog, we had a bit of a reassess of my life, and I big change, moved to Brisbane, changed jobs, had some other stuff going on, so I moved out of the house that I was in, and now all that is going along quite well. I managed to get my life back on track, and so now I'm back to the I get the chance to go back and repair some of the damage. So part of that is I'm making repairs to my old house that I used to live in. So I've been working on that. I'm repainting. I've done a heap of gyprock work. I've put a new bathroom in. So that's been taking a lot of my time, which is why I haven't been working on the bikes as much on YouTube. I've been concentrating on trying to get that done and sell off a heap of stuff that I had just stored that I'm never going to get to. So the old racing trucks are all gone now. Everything to do with the racing's gone. The trailer's gone. All the spares are gone. My tow rig is gone. I've only got, as I said in that video when I was driving home from Moranbah, I've only got this cruiser now, and the bikes and my little town car for the wife and the kids to drive around in, and myself drive around in. So yeah, this house reno has been kicking my ass a little bit, and I've been taking all of my time. I have posted up a few videos you would have seen here and there, so if they're not the usual content that you guys love, I apologise, but I have been really busy. And as I said, I'm getting back into the Postie Bike. I think we talked about that. The CB750 is going to start getting some more love. I bought some more parts for that. It's going to be very much a long-term thing. It's going to take me a while to chase down the parts for that. So I'm just going to pick away at it while I'm working on the other ones. So the whole idea of the stable is that I am going to use the DR650 as my main run-around bike. So it'll do a lot of the big adventures where we go camping and stuff, and a little bit of off-road. It's not going to be, obviously it's not the greatest off-road machine, but stuff like I did when I that first trip I did to Byfield, when I threw it down the hill, stuff like that. It's quite within its capabilities of achieving that or doing that. Personally, I need to refresh some of my skills. I mean, I'm not a bad rider, I don't think, but I'm definitely not a good rider either. So, and just I'm going to start from the basic, go back, and I'm actually going to do a beginner rider course, and start from there. See how I go. Try and get the foundation down. Over the years you pick up a lot of bad habits, and when you're not riding a bike all the time you pick up even more bad habits. So I just want to knock those bad habits out before they become ingrained in me again. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do an off-road riding course, which I'm not sure exactly what that entails at this stage, but I'm looking online at a few different options, and I'm going to start doing some of the drills that they teach beginner riders. So doing U-turns, doing slaloms, doing bigger eights. I may video it, I may not, we'll see how I go. If I can find somewhere to go and do these things, I will definitely video it. If I'm just doing it in shopping centre car park, I'm not sure if I can, depends how busy they are. But I'd love to bring you some of that, get some tuition of some of the other more experienced riders on YouTube about things I can do to better myself in that respect. I'm going to have some gear reviews coming up. I've bought some stuff that I'm hoping I'm going to be able to use to camp off the bike, so got some of that stuff coming up sometime in the near future. I just need to find the time to sit down and actually get it out and use it and video it for you guys. And there's some more non-bike related tech coming as well. I think I'm going to have some more stuff where I start building a few different things. In the past, when I've done that sort of stuff, I haven't videoed it because I figured it was probably not really YouTube worthy, but this is my channel, so I guess whatever I do is YouTube worthy for me. So I don't know if you get much out of it. I mean, I'm no expert at anything, so I said it before and I'll keep saying it again. All the videos on my YouTube channel are for entertainment only. They're not the best way to do things. They're just the way that I chose to do them that day. So if you're a motorbike mechanic and I do something wrong, I apologise, but it's the way I did it on the day, and it's for entertainment. It's not for instructional purposes on how to do things. It's the same when I'm building stuff. It is probably not 100% the correct way of doing it, but it's the way I'm doing it. So that's the way we're going to go about things. So yeah, hopefully there's a lot of interesting stuff coming. I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. So hopefully you get to see some interesting stuff. I'm trying to jump around a bit, trying to find my niche, I suppose, or find where I fit into the world. So you may see some stuff on here that's a little bit out of left field, and hopefully you enjoy that just as much as I enjoy videoing it. Righto guys, thanks. I'll catch you in the next video.